Yo, good evening, USA, Canada, worldwide, Strong Island, aka Long Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, creator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and rookie podcaster of Queens, New York. And you're rocking with the 70th, the 7th episode 70 of the review show Meticulous Juice podcast. Yes, episode 70. Um, Sorry for the delay. Had a little late dinner and all that other stuff. Some stuff had came up, but if you are new to the channel and you are a new watcher and a new listener, welcome to the show. You missed any previous episodes whatsoever, please feel free to do some catching up on the episodes that's on the YouTube channel page of the Meticulous Juice podcast YouTube channel page. Make sure you subscribe, tap that naughty bell, leave a like, comment along with the episodes, and of course I will handle the rest where you can listen to the podcast episodes on every streaming platforms at the end of the show. Now, um, a little mental checking for myself actually. The weekend for me was pretty cool though. I didn't really do much, but all I did was work. I didn't really do too much to be exact. Yeah. So mentally, for the weekend, I'm alright. Um, except for today actually, which I'm not gonna go into deep with this right now. So, um, physically and spiritually, I am doing all right. So yeah, there you have it right there. I hope everybody had a good weekend, including the 4th of July, which was last week, and yeah, yeah. How about we get into a little something that I like to call, you know, music Kool-Aid. Because today's episode we're going to be reviewing the latest album of Logic, called Vinyl Days. And then we have another one that we're going to review today. And I hope y'all stick around for this. So let's get started with a little music Kool-Aid right now. All right, here we go. All right, so Logic's latest project. It's called Vinyl Days. Vinyl Days is the 8th studio album by American rapper Logic, released on June 17, 2022 by Visionary Music Group and Def Jam Recordings. The album is Logic's final album with Def Jam Recordings. It contains 30 songs, making it the album with the most tracks in his discography, and features notable guest appearances from DJ Premier, RZA, Royce the 5'9", The Game, AZ, Russ, Action Bronson, Wiz Khalifa, and many more. Okay, you know what this shit reminds me of, right? And I know everybody's thinking from the previous Chris Brown album that he had 45 songs. I'm like, who in the right state of mind is gonna listen to 45 songs compared to 30 tracks? Like seriously. Um, but you know what though, man? I figured I'd just, go over it, and this was released on June 17th. This was recorded between 2021 to 2022, and it's hip hop. 71 minutes and 58 seconds, and yeah, the producer is Six, and of course The track listings goes like, hold on, this okay. These are the singles from Vinyl Days, which was released between April and June. Um, so number one, Decades. Two, Tetris. Obviously, that's the game, actually, folks. Um, Therapy Music, Vinyl Days, Orville, Bleed It, and Breath Control. Now, let's see. The project was first announced and teased on his social media on January 11th, 2022. Decades and Tetris were released as the first two singles of the project on April 22nd. Logic spoke out on social media about mistreatment by his label, Def Jam, detailing that they had messed up his release plans for the singles and subsequent music video. He then announced the project will be slated for a June 2022 release. The album contains a lot of samples, hence Logic announcing that the project will be released once all the samples clear. Um on the Pep Talk podcast prior to the album's release, Logic noted that Vinyl Days was created in a 12-day span and that the creative process was turned into a documentary to accompany the release. The album art can be characterized as a photo of Logic's son, Bobby, sitting on an office chair in the middle of a messy room riddled with various pop culture references. Some of the pop culture references on the album cover include a Back to the Future Part 2, not the movie, hoverboard, the same type of drum machine that the revered Jay Dilla used, which is MPC 3000, a baby Groot with a hat from the film series Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, my fault about that. Back to the Future Part 2. Yeah, that's the movie. I'm sorry. Um, an MF Doom poster, Easy E's 1988 Easy Does It album. Electric guitars, recording equipment, dozens of vinyl records, and a green rose sign which previews the title of his next album, College Park, which he announced on numerous songs throughout the album, such as La Donda, Clouds, Kickstyle, and Sayonara. Well, um, Vinyl Days was released on June 17th, 2022. Prior to the album's release, he released music videos for Breath Control, Clouds, and Tetris, respectively. In an interview with NPR after the album's release, Logic said, I chose Vinyl Days because we actually recorded the entire album in about 12 days for a wild reason that I'll explain another time. A verse in the song La Donda revolving around music critic Anthony Fantano, who had given Logic negative reviews in the past, generated controversy and discussion online due to a portion of the verse in which Logic recounts, I used I used to fantasize about murdering you, choking you to death, and watching from your point of view till we got friendly. Fontano, not having been alerted of the contents of the verse ahead of time, heard the line for the first time during a live stream, causing him to go on a rant stating that the line he made him feel embarrassed, further adding, in quote, I feel um, overemphasized. There never should have been any reason Logic should hate me in the first place because I'm just reviewing albums. You are just one of the many guys whose albums I reviewed negatively. The album was released in the same week as projects by two high profile hip hop artists. Honestly, never mind by Drake and Kaza by Kevin Gates. On July 4th, over 2 weeks after the release of the album, Logic announced that he had signed to BMG. Speaking on signing with BMG, he stated, I'm just glad to move on to a place where I can be independent and respected as an artist, and I feel like I'm in control of my career. That's exactly what I'm talking about. There you go. There you go, man. That's exactly what I'm talking about here, man. Let's make some noise for Logic, man, for going the independent route right here, man. All right, we go to the critical reception, professional ratings. Hip Hop DX gave it 3.5 out of 5. Pitchfork gave it 6.4 out of 10. Riff Magazine gave it 6 out of 10. Vinyl Days received positive reviews from music critics. Brady Brickner Wood from Pitchfork gave a positive review, saying both impressive and tiring. Logic's seventh studio album stuffs 30 tracks worth of throwback beats and technical rapping into overbearing conceptual frameworks. Tim Hoffman from Riff Magazine also gave a positive review, stating, "For what it's worth, it's nice to have an energetic and passionate presence like Logic's return." Yeah, I can agree with this. Now, Vinyl Days was expected to debut on the Billboard 200 with projected sales of 35,000 to 45,000 units. Vinyl Days debuted at number 12 on the US Billboard 200 chart. This became Logic's eighth US top 20 debut. And yes, there's some track listings that I have to, that I'm going to go over right now. So let's go over the track listings. So the first track, number one, is Danger. Number two is Tetris. Uh, Number three is In My Lifetime featuring Hall the Second. Um, Wait, hold on. Yeah, Hall the Second and Action Bronson. Decades. Um, Number five, J.J. Abrams. Don't know why, but black black white boy. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Okay, that part about black white boy, the track. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna have to really get a better understanding of what he's talking about on that track. But anyway, man, number seven, Quasi. Number eight, Bleed It. Number nine, LaDonda. Number 10, Aaron Judge. Okay, the baseball player. Okay. Clouds featuring Langston Bristol and Currency. And number 12, Michael Rapp, short for Rappaport. Oh shit. Number 13, Therapy Music featuring Russ. Um Number 14, Tony Revelori. Number 15, Rogue One. Number 16, Breath Control featuring Wiz Khalifa. Nems, number 17. Number 18, um, Nord War featuring Doc D. Number 19, Kickstyle featuring I Am J Mars, Big Lenbo, and C. Castro. Number 20, Early Bird. 21, 10 Years featuring Royce the 5'9". Number 22, Porter One featuring RZA. Number 23, Needle Drop. 24, Introducing Nezzy featuring Nezzy Momodu. Number 25, Orville featuring Light Blue and Exile. Number 26, Carnival featuring AZ. Number 27, Lena's Insight. Number 28, Vinyl Days featuring DJ Premier. Number 29, I Guess I Love It featuring The Game. And number 30 is Sayonara. All right. So chart performance for Vinyl Days. Canadian albums, including Billboard, the peak position is 30. Swiss album gives it a 78 position. UK R&B albums, OCC 20. US Billboard 200 12. U.S. top R&B hip hop albums on Billboard 6. Okay, next artist Jack Harlow. Okay, so Jackman Thomas Harlow, born March 13th, 1998, is an American rapper from Louisville, Kentucky. Starting from 2015, Harlow had released several EPs and mixtapes before he was signed to Don Cannon and DJ Drama's record label Generation Now in 2018, in imprint of Atlantic Records. And of course, he is yes, he's also a songwriter too, and a record producer. Um, and he has a website called jackharlow.us. So there you go, right there. So Harlow's first major breakthrough came with the release of his 2020 single "What's Poppin'," aided by its popularity on TikTok. It peaked at number 2 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and went on to receive a Grammy Award nomination. Harlow was included on Double XL's magazine's 2020 freshman class before he released his debut studio album, That's What They All Say, in 2020, which was certified platinum in the US. In 2021, Harlow released a collaboration with Lil Nas X, Industry Baby, which reached number 1 on the Hot 100, becoming Harlow's first chart topper. Harlow released his second album, Come Home, The Kids Miss You, in 2022 this year, and its single, Is First Class, became his second number 1 on the Hot 100 and first to debut atop the chart. Harlow has received several award nominations from various institutions, including Top New Artist at the 2021 Billboard Music Awards. In the same year, he was named Variety's Hitmaker of the Year and was included in Forbes 30 Under 30. In 2022, it was announced that Harlow will make his acting debut in a remake of the 1992 film White Man Can't Jump, directed by Kyle Maddock, which I already talked about in my New York podcast episodes ago. Um, yeah, yeah. Now we're gonna go to his career. Um, in November 2015, Harlow released his first commercial album, the EP, The Handsome Harlow. It was released on Gil Holland's Sonoblast record label. Throughout high school, he often played sold out shows at Louisville venues like Mercury Ballroom, Headliners, and the Haymarket Whiskey Bar. In March of that year, he opened for Vince Staples in Louisville. In June 2016, less than a month after graduating from um, um, Atherton High School, he released the mixtape 18, which was the first album on his label and music collective Private Garden. The collective also features Harlow's frequent collaborators, the Homies, composed of Louisville rappers and producers Ace Pro, two for um 2 for 1, Slob, uh, Quizo, and Ronnie Luciano. Over the course of next year of the next year, Harlow performed at South by Southwest, um, Bonnaroo Music Festival, and the Forecastle Festival. And in the summer of 2017, Harlow released the single "Routine." In October of that year, he released another single, "Dark Night," with an accompanying um, music video. He credits Saha the Prince with helping him work through his writer's block and finish the song. Dark Night became the lead single on Harlow's mixtape Gazebo, which was released in November 2017. Excuse me, 2017. Harlow went on a 14-city gazebo tour in support of the album. The Homies opened for Harlow, and the tour ended in January 2018. In May 2018, Harlow opened for indie rock band Portugal, the man on select tour dates. The next month, he was featured alongside Lil James and 16 on the Scheme song "Get Some." And 2018 to 2020 Generation Now Records, Loose and Confetti. After moving to Atlanta, Harlow worked at the Chick-fil-A in Georgia State, in the Georgia State University cafeteria to supplement his income. A month after working at the cafeteria, he was introduced to DJ drama at Mean Street Studio. In August 2018, it was announced that Harlow had signed to DJ Drama and Don Cannon's Generation Now record label in conjunction with Atlantic Records. He also released a video for his single Sundown. On the day of the announcement, on August 17th, August 17th, Harlow released his major label debut mixtape Loose. The album featured guest verses from Sci the Prince, K Camp, 2 for 1, and Taylor. In November 2018, Harlow embarked on a North American tour in support of Loose, which ended in December. That month, he also released a video for the song Pick Your Phone Up, featuring K Camp. Loose was nominated for Best Mixtape at the 2019 BET Hip Hop Awards. On August 21st, 2019, Harlow released the single Through the Night featuring fellow Louisville native Bryson Tiller. He then released the 12-track mixtape Confetti, which features Tiller, 2 for 1, and ESTG. And 2020 to 2021. That's what they all say. On January 21st, 2020, Harlow released the single What's Poppin' as the lead single from his second extended play, Sweet Action. The song was widely shared on the TikTok social media platform, and the Cole Bennett produced video has surpassed 135 million views as of May 2021. On Harlow's 22nd birthday, March 13th, 2020, he released the EP. On April 29th, 2020, Harlow released a collaboration with G-Eazy, Moana. On June 24th, 2020, Harlow released the remix of What's Poppin', which features DaBaby, Tory Lanez, and Lil Wayne. The remix propelled the song to reach number 2 on the Hot 100. On August 11th, Harlow was included in XXL's 2020 freshman class. On October 22nd, 2020, Harlow released the singles Tyler Hero. The lead single from his debut studio album, That's What They All Say. The song received a music video that stars Harlow and the NBA player of the same name. The song was praised for the easy weightless charisma of Harlow's lyrics and delivery. On December 2nd, 2020, Harlow announced the album. The second single, Way Out, which features Big Sean, was released on December 9th, 2020. The album was released on December 11th, 2020. It also includes What's Poppin' and it's remixed. On March 27th, 2021, Harlow appeared as the musical guest on the 45th season of Saturday Night Live. He performed a medley of Tyler Hero and What's Poppin' for his first set and performed Same Guy with Adam Levine for his second set. He also appeared and performed a verse in the pre-recorded NFT-themed parody of Eminem's 2002 single Without Me. On March 30th, 2021, Already Best Friends features Chris Brown was sent to Urban Contemporary Radio as the third and final single from That's What They All Say. Hold on. Hold on. Busha underscore 104 just hopped in. What's up? Thank you for joining. Um, yeah, thank you for joining. Anyway, on May 28th, 2021, Harlow released a collaboration with Eminem and Cordae for the remix of Eminem's 2020 single "Killer." On July 23rd, 2021, he released a collaboration with Lil Nas X, "Industry Baby." The song reached #1 on the Hot 100, giving Harlow his first #1 single on the chart. On August 3rd, 2021, he released a collaboration with Pooh Shiesty, SUV's Black on Black, oh boy. And this year, 2022 to the present, "Come Home, the Kids Miss You." On February 18th, 2022, Harlow released the single "Nail Tech," the lead single from his upcoming second studio album and his first release in 6.5 months. The song performed well on the Hot 100 with a number 18 debut and peak, and also received praise from Kanye West, who previously was involved in the production of "Industry Baby." On February 24th, Harlow was featured in West's song "Louis Bags" on his album Donda 2. Um, on March 16th, 2022, Harlow announced that his second studio album is titled "Come Home, the Kids Miss You." It was released on May 6th. The second single, "First Class," became his second #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and the year's first hip hop song to reach that position. And acting debut in March 2022, it was announced that Harlow will make his acting debut in a reboot of the 1992 film "White Man Can't Jump," directed by Calmatic. Okay, we got artistry. It's okay to trash already. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, folks. Yes. All right. So Harlow's craft has been characterized by critics by blending playful confidence with emotional sincerity in both his music and lyrics, which often explores themes such as sexuality, partying, and drug use. Harlow's music has been categorized broadly as hip hop. Publications have further tagged his music as blending trap beats and with instruments such as pianos and um, Uilleann pipes. The 2020 Kate In 2020, Kate Hutchinson of The Guardian opened that Harlow's most interesting songs are his more introspective ones, dealing with topics such as being uncomfortable with his acclaim and his white privilege. Everybody keeps fucking saying that shit, man. Thomas Hobbs, another writer for The Guardian, wrote that Harlow embraces being a dorky outsider while additionally having enough charisma to pull off using language that is usually cringeworthy coming from suburban white people. He has described his own music as emphasizing rhythm and his lyricism as being personal but fun and geared toward connecting with people. In 2022, following Harlow's surge in popularity, Terry um, Nguyen of Vox also described his music as breezy compared to. Hang on a minute. Yeah, breezy comparing it to Drake. And Guyan praised Harlow's lyricism for its wise wordplay and for its introspective content. Now, influences. Harlow cites a range of influences across multiple genres, including Eminem, Drake, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, Outkast, Paul Wall, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Hall and Oates, Fergie, and Jesse McCartney, among others. Harlow has also identified cinema as an influence, aiming for his songs to be like short films. His favorite filmmakers are Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, and Alfred Hitchcock. I'm not even gonna go into his activism, but let's see. Does he have any tours? Okay, headline tours. Well, I'm not even hasn't been highlighted yet. Anyway, awards and nominations. So the BET Hip Hop Awards of 2019 for Loose Best Mixtape. 2020 was popping with Tory Lanez, The Baby, and Lil Wayne. Best new hip hop artist, top new artist. Um, Billboard Music Awards 2021 was popping. Top streaming song, top collaboration, and he got all the nominations and won an award for top rap song. 2022 Industry Baby, top collaboration with Lil Nas X was popping. Best rap performance, um, Montero, album of the year as featured artist and songwriter, which um, is Grammy Awards 2022. Industry Baby, Best Melodic Rap Performance with Lil Nas X. Um, iHeartRadio Music Awards 2021 himself, Best New Hip Hop Artist. Um, MTV Video Music Awards 2020 to 2021 was popping. Industry Baby, Song of the Summer nomination got a nomination. So there you go, right there. Um, all right, so we're gonna get into some. All right, we're gonna get into a little thing. Hang on a minute here, man. Let's get into this other this other this other segment that we're about to get into. We got some video games to review actually, and some announcements on when the new games are going to be coming out. So, all right, so this is for the gamers out there, and prepare to listen to a segment called the Video Game Chamber. Okay. All right. Call of Duty is the game that we're going to be reviewing in this segment right here, and we got some gaming announcements. So here we go. Here we go. We got some key stuff to talk about here. So let's go. And once again, I do apologize. That was my mother, who was trying to look for trash, and I already told her that I took care of it already. So don't worry about that. Um, and a little side note, as you can hear, this is the air conditioner that's on blast right now in my room because my room is hot. So I have to make sure that I am comfortable while I'm recording um, in the setting of the air conditioner. So here we go. Now, Call of Duty is a first person shooter video game franchise published by Activision. Starting out in 2003, it first focused on games set in World War II. Over time, the series has seen games set in the midst of the Cold War, futuristic worlds, and outer space. The games were first developed by Infinity Ward, then also by Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games. Several spin-off and handheld games were made by other developers. The most recent title, Call of Duty Vanguard, was released on November 2020, November 5th, 2021. The next title, Call of Duty Warfare 2, will be released on October 28th, 2022. I will probably review that as well. Um, okay, so, and obviously, it's featured in the hold on a second. Yes, it's obviously featured in platforms like Windows, iOS, no OS X, Nintendo DS, GameCube, Nokia N-Gage, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PlayStation Portable, PlayStation Vita, Wii U, which is short for Nintendo Wii and stuff. So Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, iOS, Android, BlackBerry, J2 Me. All right, so there you go. So Call of Duty, the first game was released on October 29th, 2003. I'm gonna go over the other stuff too. So the series originally focused on the World War II setting, with Infinity Ward developing the first 2003 and second 2005 titles in the series, and Trey Arch developing the third 2006. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare 2007 introduced a new modern setting and proved to be the breakthrough title for the series, creating the Modern Warfare subseries. The game's legacy also influenced the creation of a remastered version released in 2016. Two other entries, Modern Warfare 2 2009 and Modern Warfare 3 2011, were made. The sub-series received a reboot with Modern Warfare in 2019, with a sequel due to be released in 2022. Infinity Ward have also developed two games outside of the Modern Warfare sub-series, Ghost 2013 and Infinite Warfare 2016. Trey Arch made one last World War II base game, World at War 2008, before releasing Black Ops 2010 and subsequently creating the Black Ops sub series. Four other entries, Black Ops 2 2012, 3 in 2015, 4 in 2018, and Cold War in 2020 were made, the latter in conjunction with Raven Software. Sledgehammer Games, who were co-developers for Modern Warfare 3, have also developed three titles: Advanced Warfare, World War II 2017, and Vanguard 2021. As of April 2021, the series has sold over 400 million copies. Shit, that's pretty good. Meanwhile, the games in the series have consistently released annually to blockbuster level sales. The series is verified by the Guinness World Records as the best-selling first-person shooter game series. It is also the most successful video game franchise created in the United States and the fourth best-selling video game franchise of all time. Other products Other products in the franchise include a line of action figures designed by Plan B Toys, a card game created by Upper Deck Company, Mega Blocks set by Mega Brands, and a comic book miniseries published by Wildstorm Productions. Um, yeah. So, okay. So we go to the aggregate review scores. So Call of Duty 2003 for PC on the Metacritic is 91 out of 100. PS3, 78 out of 100. Xbox 360, 72 out of 100. Interesting. And yeah. So hang on a minute here. Um all right, so hold on. Let me see if there's any more to talk about here. Anyway, let's get to the second one. Let's get to the second one. Okay. Call of Duty 2 is a 2005 first-person shooter video game developed by Infinity Ward and published by Activision in most regions of the world. It is the second installment of the Call of Duty series, announced by Activision of April 7th, 2005. The game was released for Microsoft Windows on October 25th, 2005, and as a launch title for the Xbox 360 on November 22nd, 2005. Other versions were eventually released for OS X mobile phones and pocket PCs. Okay, so the publisher is www.activism, of course. And let's see. All right, so the game is set during World War II, and the campaign mode is experienced through the perspectives of four soldiers, one in the Red Army, one in the United States Army, and two in the British Army. It contains four individual campaigns split into three stories with a total of 27 missions. Many features were added and changed from the original Call of Duty, notably regenerating health and an icon that indicates a nearby grenade about to explode. The game drew critical praise, particularly for the graphics, sound, and the regenerating health system. The Xbox 360 version sold more than 250,000 copies in its first week, more than 2 million copies by January 2008, and nearly 6 million copies by November 2013. Now we go to the gameplay. Call of Duty is a first person shooter that has a single player story mode and a multiplayer mode. The player takes on the roles of several allied protagonists in specific missions during World War II. The player can crouch and lie prone and is able to scale low walls and other obstacles. The player can carry two firearms and may swap them for others found on the battlefield. A gun's iron sights can be used to aim more accurately. Fragmentation and smoke grenades can be carried. In place, weapons such as machine guns and flak cannons are available in some locations. Some missions place the player in control of the tank. A compass on the heads up display shows allies, enemies, and markers that indicate locations the player must reach, areas to defend, or enemy cannons or tanks that the player must plant explosives to no plant explosives on to disable. The player has binoculars, generally ignored during infantry centric missions. They are useful for scouting and vital to the long range use of the Crusader tanks and a mission in which the player must direct artillery fire to defend a town. Should the player severe damage, the screen will turn red and the sound of the character's heartbeat will increase in volume. These indicate that the player's health is low. Health is only restored through automatic recharging when the player is not taking fire. Some attacks will kill the player instantly, such as nearby explosions by grenades or shells. A player who dies restarts from the last checkpoint. Oh boy. Really? You gotta start from the previous checkpoint? If you. Wow. Wow. In April 2006, Infinity Ward released Call of Duty 2 Radiant, which allows a player to create their own multiplayer or single player maps. The map maker includes Maya plugin support, an effects editor, and an asset manager that allows custom models to be made and imported into the game, as well as custom effects. So the campaign for Call of Duty 2 contains three individual campaigns fought in the roles of four World War II soldiers for a total of 27 missions. The game has four difficulty levels. You have easy, regular, hardened, and veteran. Give me 1 second. Stay with me. I need to get a sip of water. Okay, we go to the multiplayer. Call of Duty features several game types: deathmatch, team deathmatch, search and destroy, capture the flag, and headquarters. The maps include um, Normandy, Africa, and Russia. Each team can choose a variety of weapons depending on the map. Players can choose between American soldiers, Soviet soldiers, and British soldiers for the Allied forces, while the Axis forces must play as German soldiers. Each PC server can hold a maximum of 64 players, while the limit is 8 players on Xbox. In the Xbox 360 version, players can play on Xbox Live and get new map packs. There are 13 official maps, including 3 remakes from the original Call of Duty. There are 3 extra map packs rather. Um, there's a bonus pack, skirmish pack, and an invasion pack that add a total of 8 maps. Now I'm not even gonna go over the plot of all this. So I'm pretty sure y'all pretty could um you know y'all can actually look for that yourself. So anyway, so reception. Um so so this is the aggregate score of for Metacritic. For PC is 86 out of 100. Xbox 360 is 89 out of 100. Review scores publication, oneup.com. Xbox 360 gets an A. Eurogamer um, gives Xbox 360 7 out of 10. GamePro gives Xbox 360 on 5 stars. PC 5.5 stars. GameSpot gives Xbox 360 8.8 out of 10. PC 8.8 out of 10. Um, GameSpy gives the PC 5 stars, Xbox 360 5.5 stars. IGN gives Xbox 360 9.0 out of 10. For PC, 8.5 out of 10. OXM US 9.0 out of 10. XPlay PC 5 stars. All right, so Call of Duty 2 received generally positive reviews according to review aggregator Metacritic. The graphics and sound were widely praised, and the reactions to the regenerating health system were mostly positive, with reviewers from GameSpot and GamePro calling it an improvement over time over the previous health bar system. For for the Xbox 360 version, IGN's Douglas C. Perry described the presentation as classy and well produced and said the graphics were some of the best on Xbox 360 at its launch. He called the effects unbelievable whilst the gameplay was described as containing an enormous amount of action. GameSpot reviewer Bob Koleko summarized his review by stating that Call of Duty 2 has smooth, detailed graphics and great sound, as well as praising the artificial intelligence, realism, and variety in the campaign. GamePro called the game breathtaking and commended the game for its strikingly realistically no yes re- realistic detail on weapons and walls, emphasized by normal mapping, exceptional shading and lighting, spe- specular highlights, and some absolutely phenomenal particle effects. GameSpy editor Will Turtle, no, excuse me, Tuttle, called it. I'm sorry, I thought it was Turtle. I'm sorry. One of the finest FPSs ever created. Thanks to a combination of sharp visuals, teeth rattling sound effects, and tricky enemy Al, you'll be on the edge of your seat from the moment you are dropped into combat until your dying breath. For the PC version, IGN editor Tom Mc, McNamara, McNamara was impressed with the presentation and graphics, describing them as excellent and smooth, respectively. He also said the graphics did not suffer from also being developed for the 360. McNamara also praised the sound, describing it as sad music. Oh, damn! Sad music encompassing battle noise, and excellent voice work. Bob Kaleko of GameSpot also reviewed the PC version of the game as he did its Xbox 360 counterpart. Kaleko again commended the sound, calling the presentation of the game excellent, as well as praising the aggression of the artificial intelligence. In his review of the Xbox 360 version, Kaleko felt that the multiplayer aspect was fun. His main critique was the performance, stating performance can chug at times. Chug. Oh shit, that's messed up. um GameSpy's Sal Accardo noted um instead of feeling like a stale uh, retread of the original Call of Duty or losing stream halfway through, it manages to be a blast from start to finish. Games radar Joshua Latin Dressy called the single player campaign stunning and cited that the multiplayer was even better. Despite this praise, McNamara of IGN commented that he finds implementing regenerating health to be a little troublesome and that it allows players to experience a kind of combat only a mythical super soldier could withstand, which therefore propels the game from gritty authenticity to John Woo fantasy. GameSpot's Coleco was critical of the game's pricing, stating it had a higher price point than its PC counterpart. He also complained that the multiplayer aspect could only support 8 players. The PC version multiplayer was criticized as being a step back from that of Call of Duty United Offensive. Call of Duty 2 was the most popular launch title on the Xbox 360 with 200,000 units sold in its first week of availability. 77% of the people who purchased an Xbox 360 also purchased the game, which contributed to its high sales. As of July 2006, 1.4 million copies of the game had been sold on the Xbox 360. By January 2008, the game has sold 2 million copies. By November 2013, the game has sold 5.9 million copies. The editors of Computer Games magazine named Call of Duty 2 the seventh best computer game of 2005. They called it the ultimate World War II shooter. Now, I'm not even going to go into the advertising controversies. Let's go to, yeah, I'm not even going to go there. Anyway, so a collector's version of the game was released for Windows on October 25th, 2005 for the Xbox 360 labeled as the Special Edition. It features the game and a bonus disc, which includes interviews, a making of the movie, and two mission walkthroughs. On May 17, 2006, Activision announced a Game of the Year edition for the Xbox 360, which includes material from the special edition, plus a token to download the Skirmish map pack. In January 2006, MFORMA, which stands for Now Hands on Mobile, released Call of Duty 2 for mobile phones. The mobile version is a 2D top-down shooter. It received favorable reviews from IGN, praising its length and storytelling. All right. All right. Now, I'm not okay. So I'm not gonna do Call of Duty 3, 4, and others, but I want to go over the 2021 game actually. So let's do that. I'll save the rest of the Call of Duty games for a future episode. All right, so Call of Duty Vanguard is a 2021 first-person shooter game developed by Sledgehammer Games and published by Activision. It was released on November 5th for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X/S. Um, it serves as the 18th installment in the overall Call of Duty series. Vanguard establishes a storyline featuring the birth of the special forces to face an emerging threat at the end of the war during various theaters of World War II. Um, yes, the game received mixed reviews from critics with praise towards the campaign and multiplayer, but criticism for its zombies mode, historical inaccuracies, and lack of innovation. It was deemed a commercial disappointment when compared to the previous installments. Okay, now we go to the gameplay. Um, Hang on, let me see how much time I got here. All right. All right, so Vanguard's campaign features similar gameplay mechanics previously introduced in Modern Warfare, such as the player being able to mount wielded weapons to flat surfaces, interact with doors, and execute takedowns. Now, okay, new gameplay features allow the player to the ability to use a more advanced tactical approach in combat, such as blind firing from behind cover, breaking through destructible environmental elements, or creating new paths to complete objectives by climbing walls. Vanguard's multiplayer mode introduced a new game mode to the series titled Champion Hill, a successor to the mode Gunfight, a, a two versus two arena mode previously featured in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Champion Hill task players with surviving as long as possible in a squad-based deathmatch round robin tournament. Season 2 of Vanguard introduces Arms Race, a large scale game mode where two teams of 12 players attempt to capture five bases or destroy them. Players can also earn cash from kills and complete objectives to buy custom loadouts and kill streaks. A new feature introduced to the Call of Duty series through Vanguard's multiplayer is combat pacing. This allows the player to have more control over the selection of multiplayer game modes through three predefined pacing filters favoring different playstyles. As in addition to the returning gunsmith system, Vanguard's multiplayer features a caliber system which brings great destructibility and reactive environments to maps through different ammunition types. As with Cold War, Vanguard is integrated with Warzone, allowing players to progress and use weapons, operators, and other cosmetics items across both titles, in addition to the existing Modern Warfare and Cold War items in Warzone. Like prior to Call of Duty installments since 2019, Vanguard's multiplayer is also fully cross platform play compatible with support for cross generation gaming regarding 8th and ninth generation home video game consoles. Zombies. The cooperative zombies mode returns in Vanguard, developed by Treyarch in collaboration with Sledgehammer Games. The mode is considered an expansion of the Dark Ether story and acts as a prologue to Black Ops Cold War story. At launch, the game features a new map titled Dare and Fang, which combines aspects of round-based survival gameplay with the objective-based gameplay of Outbreak and Onslaught, both new game modes introduced in Cold War. Gameplay elements from Cold War return in Vanguard, such as Essence and Salvage currencies and Dark Ether powered field upgrades in addition to the zombies gameplay items like perks and the pack a punch machine. Give me 1 second. All right. All right, where did I leave off? I'm sorry. Yeah, where did I a new gameplay feature, the Altar of Covenants, allows players to purchase randomized buffs every round, allowing a variety in combat builds. Post-launch updates for zombies feature additional objectives for Dirt and Fang, including a main quest for story progression, as well as new covenants and field upgrades. An additional hub map, Terra Meldica, was also added to the game in February 2022 as part of the Season 2 content update. Classic round base maps were announced for Vanguard in April 2022, with the first map, a remake of the Call of Duty World at War map, Shi no Numa, slated for release in Season 4. All right. All right, man. So let's see. All right, Vanguard is the third title developed by Sledgehammer Games in the Call of Duty franchise after 2014's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and 2017's Call of Duty World War II. After World War II was released, the studio went through a rebuilding process regarding the organizational structure following the departure of the studio co-founders and directors Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey. In an interview made by VentureBeat about the rebuilding and the path leading Sledgehammer Games to develop Vanguard's
Studio head Aaron Halen highlighted that we love our legacy and what we've created, but we also wanted to think about the future of the studio and how we could set ourselves up to be even stronger. We're proud of the decisions we've made along the way that have led us to where we're at today with Call of Duty Vanguard. Originally, the 3 year primary developer rotation cycle between Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer Games, in which the model was first introduced in 2012, it was expected to be continued in 2020 with Sledgehammer taking the lead to create a new Call of Duty entry alongside Raven Software. Due to conflicts of interest between the two, responsibilities were shifted to Treyarch as they took control over the project, which resulted in developing Black Ops Cold War in 2020. During the Activision Q1 earnings call in May 2021, it was confirmed that the development of a new Call of Duty game is being led by Sledgehammer Games due for release in Q4 2021. The developer also confirmed this on its official Twitter account. Activision um, Blizzard president and chief operating officer Daniel Allegra said, in quote, "We are very excited for this year's premium Call of Duty release. Development is being led by Sledgehammer Games, and the game is looking great and on track for its fall release. This is a built for next generation experience with stunning visuals across campaign, multiplayer, and cooperative modes for of play designed to both integrate with and enhance the existing COD ecosystem. Um, we look forward to sharing more details with the community soon. Vanguard is built on an upgraded version of the IW 8.0 engine that powered Modern Warfare. Um, the gamers, the game's results, excuse me, visuals are developed in part using photogrammetry and new volumetric lighting techniques, while also introducing reactive and destructible environmental graphical details and textures with a damage layers system which reacts to bullet impacts hitting different surfaces. Okay, yeah. Um, all right, let's go to reception. All right, so the aggregate score for okay, so we have um aggregator Metacritic gives wow, hold on. Shit. So Metacritic gives XSXS 74 out of 100. Um it also gave the PS5 73 out of 100 and PC 72 out of 100. Now, the publication EGM gave it 3 stars. GameSpot gave it 7 out of 10. Games Radar Plus 4 stars. Hardcore Gamer 4 out of 5. Um, um, geoxvideo.com gave it 14 out of 20. PC Gamer US gave it 60 out of 100. PC Games and 8 out of 10. Push Square gave it 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 stars. CG Magazine gave it 7 out of 10. Call of Duty Vanguard received mixed or average reviews according to review aggregator Metacritic. IGN's Simon Cardy awarded the game a 7 out of 10, summarizing their review by saying Call of Duty Vanguard's highly polished campaign provides a healthy amount of fun, even if its length and lack of variety lead it to fall short of the classic pieces of war cinema. It's trying to emulate. Clement Goat of CG Magazine wrote that Call of Duty Vanguard falls in the predictable traps of an annual release, but pulls through with a fun campaign and multiplayer at the cost of those zombies, also giving the game a 7 out of 10. John Walker of Kotaku and Yusef Cole of Polygon criticized Vanguard's handling of progressivism in the story and characters, feeling it suffered from tokenism and that its attempt to woke wash history and avoid controversy was disingenuous and cowardly. Walker also criticized the game's lack of player freedom and the artificial intelligence compared to the 2003 video game Call of Duty. Vanguard's zombies mode was negatively received by many in the community and critics alike, with complaints about the lack of content compared to past iterations of the mode. Luke Winky of IGN gave Zombies a 5 out of 10, writing it had a little imagination, big beyond bigger damage numbers, sparking out of the heads of its undead. Writing for Game Rant, Richard Warren felt that Zombies fell short in numerous areas, including usage of multiplayer assets, absence of wonder weapons, and its lack of Easter eggs, the latter of which they considered the biggest thing that makes Zombies unique. The PlayStation 4 version of um, Call of Duty Vanguard sold 28,321 copies within its first week of release in Japan, making it the 14th best-selling retail game of the week in the country. The PlayStation 5 version sold 12,754 copies in Japan throughout the same week, making it the fifth best-selling retail game of the week in the country. In May 2022, Activision announced that Vanguard had failed to meet their sales expectations, attributing this to the World War II setting and a lack of innovation. Corn Pages controversy. Following Vanguard's release, players discovered that the zombies map dirt, and Fang contained scattered pages of the Quran on the floor, some being bloodstained in response to criticism from players. Um, Activision removed the pages from the game and issued an apology on Twitter. There was content insensitive to Muslims included in the game, and it has been removed. It was not supposed to exist as it appeared in the game. We deeply apologize. Okay, so we go to the accolades right here. So for the Visual Effects Society Awards, um, the game won for outstanding visual effects in a real time project, and the rest is for the 25th annual Dice Awards. For, outstanding achieve received a nomination for outstanding achievement in animation, outstanding achievement in art direction, and online game of the year. And the 18th British Academy Award Game Awards actually got a nomination for animation, audio achievement, multiplayer, performer in a supporting role. Laura Bailey as Polina Petrova. Um, all got nominations, so congratulations on that one right there. Okay, on to some gaming news that's going on. Some upcoming games that's coming out. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. So what's today's date? Today is the 11th. So we have Garden. Okay. All right. So we have Garden. We got Garden Story, Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One coming out July 12th, which is tomorrow. Time on Frog Island for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC is also coming out tomorrow as well, July 12th. Loopmancer for PC, July 13th. That's a Wednesday. Escape Academy, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC coming out July 14th, which is a Thursday. Eyes in the Dark, The Curious Case of One Victoria Bloom, for PC coming out July 14th. Um, Rune Factory 5 for PC coming out Friday, July 15th. And a Dusk as Dusk Falls, Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, PC coming out July 19th. Endling Extinction is Forever for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC is coming out July 19th. Fallen Angel, Switch, and PC also coming out July 19th. Into the Breach for iOS and Android, July 19th as well. Also coming out on the 19th is Stray, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PC, July 19th. And of course, we got Bright Memory Infinite, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, X/S, and for Switch, coming out July 21st. Um, Live Alive is also coming out July 22nd for Switch. Immortality for Xbox Series X/S PC is coming out July 26th. Um, and I'm gonna save the rest of this for next time for a future episode. So I'm gonna actually save this, and I think I'm going to actually end up ending this show right now. So, all right. So, listen, I'm going to do one more segment right here. I'm gonna do one more segment, and this is pertaining to where you could listen to the episodes of this podcast. Um, and this is called Stream Choices on the Go. Let's do this. Yeah, you like what you heard in today's episode or any previous episodes whatsoever, please feel free to show some love by following Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, the review show on Instagram, alongside with my other shows, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, the Sports Edition show, and my number one show, Off the Meat Rack Chains New York podcast, is also on Instagram, as well as myself, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. And make sure you turn on your notifications for updates and for more information on anything that's going to come up. So I will update you on anything that comes up or pop off. So let's see. All right. So other than that, you can go to the link in bio where it says Linktree/Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast. So you can leave a voice message on what you thought of the episode, what you thought about the review music artists that we just went over today, and the games that we just went over. I'm gonna be doing more gaming news from now on, in case I don't have any music artists to actually review or any TV shows to review and stuff like that. So that's why I'm I'm going to actually continue this. So anyway, man. So let's get to this. All right. um. All right. So starting with Anchor, we are also on Audible, Audacity, Amazon Music, Breaker, Cashbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podfriend, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, and of course, and of course, um, don't forget to leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser, Podfriend, and Spotify. That'll be appreciated. And also, you could also listen to Meticulous Juice podcast on Radio Public. We are also on iHeartRadio, the number one Afro music radio and podcast. So that way, you'll be able to. Um, you can also follow my other shows, the Sports Edition show, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, and you can also follow. Make sure you follow Off the Meat Rack Change New York podcast as well. And finally, lastly, but not least, the YouTube. Make sure and go ahead and grab that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? All you need to do is just tap that noti bell so you can be reminded of when the show goes on the air via live stream and the time that it's going to be recorded. And you can also be informed of all the episodes that's on the YouTube channel page of Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast. Make sure you like, comment on the episodes with the reviews of music artists and different topics that we just reviewed, and also make sure you share the episodes, share the videos, download these episodes. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, and previous episodes that's on the YouTube channel page so you can catch up on any episodes that you missed. It's all there. You don't have to worry about anything. And also you can tell a friend to another friend, spread the word. Make sure you make sure you share the podcast with your wives, your boyfriends, your husbands, your girlfriends, your friends, and the people at work that you're cool with. And of course, remember, like I always say at the end of the show, the grind does not stop, man. It, you know what I'm saying? Hard work pays off. Now it's all about you doing things that make you happy, and what makes you smile, and what makes you tick. And also, I would like to say for the new podcasters, I didn't get a chance to mention in the segment of podcast free game mechanisms is that it's all about having confidence in your voice behind the microphone, and also it's also based on how are you going to get into your zone when it comes to recording content and episodes on a weekly basis. So confidence is key. Consistency is key. Also, also finding your voice and being in your zone when it comes to being creative in your craft. That's what really matters here. So, of course, being mindful of what makes you happy mentally, physically, and spiritually, because mental health matters. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm gonna be out of here, man. I got a Mets game to catch up on right now, so I'll see y'all in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode today. I hope you got a chance to actually learn something. And if y'all have any questions on who I should review as a music artist, video games you want me to review, TV shows, movies, games, even podcast shows that I actually listen to and stuff like that, or any podcast shows you want me to review and stuff like that, I'll check it out and I will and I got y'all. So I'm out of here. I'm off this shit, man. Thank you very much. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you from all over the world, including the USA, Canada, Strong Island, aka Long Island, and the five boroughs of New York. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. So, so yeah, I'm gonna be out of here, man. Peace and one love, and enjoy the rest of your night. And and be careful out there, out on these streets. And good night, folks.